Austin Rivers and Draymond Green.
This is a very petty thing that I had saved, and it's kind of still on my mind. Mm-hmm. But like,
because this is overall stemming. There's a big 1v1 community online now. 1v1 basketball is essentially its own sport. It's got its own funding, its own fan base, and I fuck with it. It's pretty good. You know, we've talked about it before on the show, especially when Michael Beasley
has cried about it.
You know, Lance Stevenson when they did the thing. What's the YouTube channel? I'm blanking on the name. Devontae Friga.
Oh, you're talking about the next chapter.
The next chapter.
Yeah.
Crazy. So that whole space is growing and is thriving.
Yeah.
And one of the main contenders in this shit is Nas. This dude, he's pretty fucking cold.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty nasty. He pretty much dominates everybody. But he has been going at the bigger fish that are retired. A lot of people are saying that he's like the Jake Paul of basketball because it's like, all right, you played Gerald Green 1v1, but the nigga was 42 with a hurt knee.
Yeah.
You playing niggas that's not really.
He has 9 fingers.
You know?
Yeah.
So he called out Austin Rivers, who isn't the youngest nigga in the world, but he's recently retired enough to where, all right, that's a more favorable matchup in terms of what an NBA player is actually like, as opposed to some 41-year-old nigga that isn't LeBron James. But Austin Rivers is on this thing to where it's like, I don't have, like, y'all can't pay me enough money to do this. First of all, it's levels to this shit. I made it to the NBA. I played at the highest level. You niggas never made it there. So, like, just the fact you couldn't even get in the door and means that we don't step foot on the same hardwood.
And, like,
so why would I play you 1v1 online for $50,000 when I have nothing to win and everything to lose?
And what's his last name? Nas
Core.
Now, the biggest problem, right, with that I had with this guy, is that he was supposed to be something. Like when he was in high school, when he was coming up, he's not the only one. It's like a plethora of them niggas that was supposed to be like, okay, like we're gonna see you somewhere.
What you mean was supposed
nigga,
to be,
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like just the overall,
like they was 5-star recruits in high school, because Nasir wasn't no 5-star recruit.
No, but I'm saying though, it's like in terms of how other people spoke about their skills and niggas around, like you would think the nigga would have made it.
Yes and no. There's a lot of people playing basketball today.
Of course,
it's a lot of these 6th graders are 7 feet tall now.
You
know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like it's probably harder to get into the NBA now than it's ever been before. Or at least you would feel that pressure online just given the presence of everybody with the same dream as you. But through all this, somehow Austin Rivers and Draymond Green end up beefing.
Yeah.
And do you know like the finer details on that part? Because this is the origin of the story. Like it started off with Nas versus Austin.
Yeah. So I don't know where the fuck it started. And personally, what the fuck? Whoa, that was crazy. Screen just went black. Hopefully we good.
I was like, hopefully the power's not out.
So I have no idea how it happened, where it started. All I know is that Draymond hasn't quit. And that's all we can get from Draymond for the most part.
It's
like,
relentlessness.
This nigga doesn't quit. But here's what I will say. He's starting to make himself look like a fool, especially because, and this has always been Draymond's, I guess, kryptonite?
His Achilles heel.
His Achilles heel. And how he views himself in the universe of basketball, right? Like where he puts himself. It's always going to be his like downfall because he was a part of one of the best teams to ever play basketball. But he was never like, he was Draymond Green on the best team to ever play basketball. So
he was in a pivotal pillar of that team.
Yes.
Like Draymond was a part of that team's success. But the thing about that is a lot of that is system based. It's like we weren't thriving off of Draymond Green as an individual talent. We were thriving off of like what he provided to the system in terms of getting Steph Curry this motherfucking ball. After he runs off 72 screens. And one of Draymond Green's biggest plights is that he feels like having to play that way held him back from being a guy who could have been a bucket getter. But it's like, nigga, when you get to the league,
I highly doubt that.
Everybody's a bucket getter.
Yeah.
So you have to be the top 2% of bucket getters to be the nigga that does that on your team.
And that's with like
Bam Adebayo. Like a lot of people saw him drop that 83 and was like, that was the first time they ever even seen him really go at it like that. Nigga, Bam is cold.
Yeah.
When you look at how Bam played in high school, it's completely different. Look how Michael Porter Jr. played in high school.
Yeah.
Nigga was KD.
But through like the realization of life and like your career, you have to switch things up.
You have to adapt.
Injuries. Like one of the biggest parts about hooping professionally is like you're gonna get injured. You're gonna have to like start changing how you play and shit. But where Draymond, and like I said, I don't know where it started. But
I borrowed his name from one of my bits.
Of course you did. But he just started going off on Austin Rivers, talking about we average the same in high school, but in the league you can't be talking to me. Let's just listen to it.
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other is just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1, he goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years.
So, it's no reason to, keep listening to that. We get it, Draymond. He's right. Draymond was right.
To a certain extent.
To a certain yeah, but
because he moved the goalposts at each league. Like in high school, I averaged more points than you. Duke, I'll give it up to you. In the league, I got more rings than you. So it all started off with, we can get the same amount of buckets.
Yeah.
And it ended off with, I have more rings than you.
Yeah.
That's not the exact same conversation.
But he didn't.
Because I wonder what's Austin. While we're playing this video, I'm going to Google Austin Rivers' career high and Draymond Green's career high.
Nah, that's actually good. Draymond Green had to have had like 30.
What you mean? No, I mean like average for a season.
Oh, average for a season?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look this up. Because this is going to be the real test.
So but Austin Rivers' career high is 8.5 points. Draymond Green's is definitely higher than that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's probably like 16 or something like that.
Which still, it's a fact. But it means nothing in everything. But Austin Rivers was on the Baja podcast. Jesus, starting to catch what you got. He was on the podcast literally debating this whole week the same topic of that, like, Draymond Green is a better player than you. You need to respect him. He was on a better team. You don't know what you're talking about. And Austin Rivers literally just stated, again, a bunch of facts saying, well, I'll just let him say it.
Back. That's why when Portland offered me $40 million, that's why when Phil Jackson was trying to explain the goddamn triangle offense in my living room, I didn't go to New York. I went back to LA to get that bag so I could go play for my pops and I could play freely and be myself, which actually ended up doing pretty fucking solid as a role player under Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford. That's what my role was. That's all I ever was in the NBA, was a role player. I was never a star. So this whole thing where I'm comparing myself to Draymond and Draymond's a Hall of Famer. And no matter what anybody on this podcast and no matter what I say or what anybody says, it's not going to change. He's a first ballot and he deserves that because he put in the work as his role. See, there's a difference. And this is the last thing I'll say. There's a difference between being a star and being a star in your role. Draymond was a star in his role, one of the best at it. He talks too loose, and he talks with conceit in his voice when he tries to come at other players as if he's better than them. No. You've achieved more because you were a star in your role in a cast that Steve, the guy that hindered your career, placed you in and helped you and embraced you with a bunch of guys on a very talented team, one of the greatest teams ever assembled, that Warriors team. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame and he deserves to be it. But when you start talking and how he did with Charles, or he starts talking about me, belittling my stuff, or other players, whoa, Dre. You talk about, you need to play Nas one-on-one. But motherfucker, why don't you play me one-on-one, Draymond? Because you can't do no handoffs in one-on-one. You can't set no pick and roll in one-on-one. So all that extra talk is BS, and that's all my response was calling me the biggest bailout. Yo, bro, have some wherewithal. Get outside yourself. Have some humility.
There's no screens in 101.
Nope.
No pick
There's no Steph Curry in 101.
There's no pick and roll in 101. I mean, so...
Because when it comes to putting the ball on the floor, I feel like in a 1v1 setting, Austin Rivers is probably going to be a little bit more comfortable creating that shot.
Absolutely.
You know, but Draymond's bigger. You can post him, but still.
But all in all, I mean, I just think it's funny. Like, this isn't the first time Draymond has done this, which is, I think, Austin even said this, like, Draymond, when he keeps bringing this up as if, like, this nigga was just some grandiose player. Like, if I have a son, I'm not going to... He's going to know about Draymond, but he's not going to, like...
Well, that's completely...
Draymond Green,
that's
nigga.
completely dependent on how good your son is at basketball.
Draymond
if your son
Green,
is a Draymond Green on the court, he's going to be very familiar with number 23.
That's the thing. He'll never be a... I don't think... I don't have the... whatever like enzymes it is to make a Draymond Green. I probably have the enzymes to make a Brandon Ingram.
No.
I got a Brandon.
No. Why you
First of all,
that?
don't. What you mean?
You couldn't even make a Draymond Green.
Yeah, I can make a Brandon Ingram.
No.
Maybe a Brandon Miller.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
How?
I can't make a Brandon Miller.
How would you do that?
What are you talking about?
You gonna hit up Barry?
Nigga, I'm gonna hit up
You gonna
Barry,
hit up Barry
Barlow.
Make sure he's 6'8".
Hey, Barry, I'm not gay, but I need a baby.
And no C-section.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He needs that placenta
Yeah,
juice.
he needs that shit in his
needs
eyes.
all the nutrients and all that gunk.
Yeah.
But no, you couldn't make no Brandon Ingram.
I could definitely make a Brandon.
You could probably make like a
You make a Julian Newman, nigga.
like a Bradley Beal or like a Devin Booker.
But no. But that's the thing.
Your girl's not that big. She's not that athletic.
She used to run track.
But that doesn't equal out to like
It
you get
does.
a 6'8" wing scorer, nigga. Hell no.
First of all, how many people? There's only
6'5",
no,
two
nigga.
guard, Bradley Beal, Jaylen
No,
Brown.
nigga.
Jaylen
6'5" to 6'7" is that's like one hard summer in Rocky Mount. If
what?
I send that nigga to Rocky Mount, hey, go be with your cousins, nigga. He gonna gain a couple inches. Absolutely.
What they gonna do to him?
Everything.
Nigga,
They're gonna build him, nigga. They're gonna build him.
He's got to drink the blood like in him.
Yeah, he has to go through tumultuous situations, hot weather, mowing grass, nigga, catching hogs.
You
all
gotta
that
think
shit.
realistically. I think you could get a Bradley Beal, and then your Bradley Beal could probably produce like a Brandon Ingram or like a Michael Porter Jr.
I'm the generation that's gonna make the Brandon Miller, maybe even Lonzo.
Well, you better get to fucking working, nigga. 'Cause that's a tall task.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I can do it.
First of all, you gotta get good at basketball.
No, I
before
don't.
you even come in anybody.
Michael
you gotta
Jordan's-
get good at basketball and then produce the child.
Michael Jordan's father was like a sharecropper. Wasn't he from the country? Like, no, you don't have to play.
His brother was nice. Michael Jordan's older brother was cold though.
My bad. No, he wasn't a sharecropper, but he was old. You get the point.
But he probably sharecropped.
He probably sharecropped. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
He had gambling there too.
Yeah,
He was into all kinds of things, but he got lucky. He made a Michael Jordan on accident. Nigga.
Imagine what would happen if I gave it purpose. You get what I'm saying?
So you're already talking about it like Barry.
Look, I'm nigga. Okay, you fucking right. I'm gonna look up best positions to make a tall kid.
To fucking?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that exists. I think it has more so to do with the nutrition afterwards.
Well, you don't think that exists. yet. But for the most part, I don't want to make a Draymond Green. I think I can make somebody better. Hopefully somebody out there can make a Draymond Green. I don't mean to shit on him, but at the same time, it's like, look, man.
I can make a Wemby.
What Austin Rivers is talking about is absolutely true. Like, nigga, you was a star in your role, and don't go outside of that because you might not survive. Yes.
Stop ignoring the fact.
I am absolutely ignoring that.
I can make a Wemby.
What do you want me to say?
Yes.
You want me to bask in your glory?
I can make a Wemby. This is what I would do. I go on Tinder. It's usually white women that are this big. But I need me a 6'5", 285-pound white woman.
It's too big.
Nah, that might not be
285 is too fucking big.
285 is perfect.
Fucking huge.
I need the extra insulation. We got to keep this giant baby warm.
She's definitely not going to be attractive.
It doesn't matter.
You're just doing what Barlow did, just a nigga. You're disgusting.
I'm doing what LeVar did. You don't give a fuck about looks.
Yeah, but she also wasn't, pictures of her back then, she wasn't like,
Well, yeah, nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Miss Ball.
You know what I mean?
Happy Mother's Day, Miss Ball.
She has something to work with.
Yeah.
You just saying, first of all, 285 is fucking big.
I don't care.
That's big.
I need it.
One night, 200 to maybe 230. Perfect.
But you got to be realistic. A 6'5" white woman in North Carolina, 285.
No.
Easy.
No.
Either that or I just start risen on the starting center at the local women's college.
Brother, that's disgusting.
6'7", probably 6'6.5".
Hell no.
That's perfect. Make a Wemby out of that.
Look, man, if you could have made if you really thought you could have made a Wemby, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, you're right. That kid would have been playing AAU by now.
We would not be in this situation.
We would have had a shoe contract.
Absolutely. In more kind of like weird, funny news. Where's the article? Jesus, keep talking.
What is this? I don't even know the